Hello, Don't Be Blue tubers, and welcome back to Let's Be Red with PureRed, Pokemon Game Boy Romhack. With me, Blue, who is blue. A little bit, anyway. Welcome back, future tubers. Still just doing my chill, casual run here, middle of the night with some live streamers. And we made it through the Dark Tunnel. It wasn't as bad as has been. I mean, we might be a little bit over-leveled, but we also have some pretty strong Pokemon compared to a typical vanilla run. So it didn't go too bad, and I mean, the game's not really hard. It's just, you know, if you're not metagaming too much, there's some tricky points, and some of those long dungeons you run out of resources a little bit if you're fighting everything, not just dodging the fights. Anyway, welcome to Lavender Town. Let's talk to people. Ghosts appeared. I think they're the spirits of Pokemon and probably people that are killed. Do you believe in ghosts? This is the best line in the game. No. Hahaha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder must not be real. Wait. So, anyway, that kid's just being a jerk. Friggin' kids. Running around telling people they can see ghosts behind them. Gravesite, sure. Memorial Village. Must be a very depressing town. Nice color, but kind of depressing. So, Mr. Fuji's gone. A little bit of quest story stuff here. We'll go help him out at some point. We should go shopping, though. That's more important. For items... Oh. Temporary stat buffers. That's not fair. We don't use those. Do you know revives? Yeah, it's a good one. Yo, it's me, the TM pirate, bringing TMs to the place they should be at any cost. Me and my dad are on the way to Celadon when he got food poisoning. Can you believe it? Must have been the barbecue eel he had on the SSN. He's recovered in the hotel. I'm selling TM copies from my dad's originals. The TM Pirate's gonna sell us some cool moves. These are actually pretty good. So, Bubble Beam, nice water move. Thunder Wave, okay, paralyzed. And Aurora Beam is the nice ice move. No reason not to buy a couple and add it to your team comp. I'm cheap, so I'm not gonna do it. But still, they're good ideas. Oh, we can buy Great Balls now, yeah. That will make a lot of catches a lot easier. We're gonna buy a big stack. Buy some more Super Potions. Buy some revives. Boney M. Oh man, chat is a long way behind the live stream. When you finally see Boney M pop up on the side, you will know how far behind you are. I'm going to buy some repels this time because they're actually pretty good. And that's basically all my money. That's fine. Actually, it's not. Because I have some junk to sell. Like stat uppers. Totally not worth it to hold on to. Alright. Usually the stat increasing items you think would be really good, but not really in Pokemon. Not that important usually. Alright, check some more houses. Hey, I'm the official name rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? So this is how we change names if we want. If we don't like it, like Savior, I was talking about this one. That's a decent nickname, but we could make it better. What's better than Savior? Savior. Yeah, sure. Right? It's much improved. I'm sure that's a much better name than before. All right, easy enough. That's nice. We can rename. We can name it. I don't know if he's risen yet. Okay. He's pretty good, but once we have him solo the Elite Four final boss, maybe. He's not quite there yet. He's got some training to do. I hate those horrible Team Rockets trying to kill Pokemons. I am a ghost. Yeah, whatever. You've been cursed. If you've been cursed, come to me. We'll never be cursed. Is that everything? Yeah. That's everything in town. So we could go hang out in the ghost house, but well, for reasons we can't see ghosts, you know. So, although we could do some trainer battles up here right now, we can't actually complete it, and I don't want to waste too much time. So we'll head up once we have the item that lets us finish it, basically. Scram! No one's going downstairs. Why don't you go to Celadon City's game corner? Spends lots of money while you're there. You know, Team Rocket's up to villainous deeds. We could go south, and maybe... Actually, there is a reason to go south. It's a dead end, but there is a couple things along the way. which might be worth picking up. So let's plan for enemy fish, I think. I would like Eggs Benedict to get a level up. He's pretty awesome, but he's only level 30. That's a fish. I mean, okay, it's not a fish. It's a mammal, but it's watery. If it knows, like, Ice Beam, we're dead, but no problem. Geodude, you know what? Not very good against plants. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dudes. What's up, dude? Hey, dude. I should just maybe Geodude's my favorite Pokemon. Just have him as my friend. He'll listen to me. He's a good dude. Okay, we'll switch for Nidorino though. That's poison. Poison. We can just Earth. If we had Earthquake, but we don't. We can have Dig a Hole. Okay, we beat these guys up. We're gonna go stop here to the lookout spot and check. No train. Oh, just get a free item. Okay, cool. I thought this might be like a trade item or a, you know, something up here. I think it may be in the original. There's like another one of those collect 50 Pokedex get an item spots, but I might have had it mixed up. I do want to use the item finder just in case, find some items. And we got a TM Filthy Slam, which is our actually very strong poison attack. Now, poison's not a very useful attacking type, but, you know, I should give it to somebody that uses poison, and then maybe they'll be a bit better. Well, and I say that, I will do it eventually. The Dizzy Pokemon. Why are these things so fast? Just put us to sleep. Alright, the AI is too good. There's no way to defeat it. It just goes first, puts you to sleep. Sure, we've got type advantage, but it's too fast. We'll just enjoy your rest, Benedict. You were a good egg. I don't know where all these dumb idioms come from. I didn't invent them. I also like how you have to spend an item to awaken your Pokemon on the road. They're sleeping, and there's no possible... They'll just sleep forever if you don't go into battle with them, unless you use a specific item. They are so lazy. I don't think sleep should be persistent past battles. Doesn't really make sense. Ooh, a Tauros. This is definitely a Pokemon. It's definitely not just a bull with two tails taped onto its back. It's actually a very... It's a pretty strong Pokemon, to be fair. It's kind of boring as a normal type, but it had a 5-level disadvantage on something that should hard counter it as a rock, and it just crushed us. Even though Rhytruck is really good. That was pathetic. Unfortunately, my other fighting type doesn't even have a fighting move. So how do we defeat the Impossible Bull? The bird. Because I actually have one more fighting move. Alright. Well, this is going a little bad. Let's go rest up real quick. Who is this guy? The one that defeated us with Bull. If you had a better rod... Oh, it was this guy that killed us. You could catch better Pokemon. Yeah. Usually you only have the old rod at this point. Ooh, this guy's kind of spooky. So Seadra is usually water, but now it's Water Dragon. I don't think Water Dragon really has a lot of weaknesses. Maybe Dragon, but not much else. Let me just look at my list here. So water is usually weak to electric grass, but dragon says no thanks. Dragon's usually weak to ice, but water says no thanks. And that's it. So this is only weak to dragon element. I don't think I have any dragon elemental attacks. So the best we can do is neutral. Which is definitely not grass. I guess psychic is neutral. We'll try that. Not much, but there's not a lot that's going to be insanely stronger than that. And it just sort of wasted its time with accuracy down, so kind of just gave up. Oh, there we go. A new move for our Benedict. Cool. I'm going to finally get rid of Absorb. It's kind of just a weaker version of Mega Drain. And we know that Barrage is actually a pretty strong Ghost attack. So that's an interesting option, I think. Ghost isn't usually that important, unless you're fighting enemy Ghosts. And enemy Psychic, I think, but only in Gen 2. Yeah, Ghost beats Psychic because of hacks. In Gen 1, usually Ghost does nothing to Psychic, but we buffed it a little bit. So, that one... This is your first Pokemon to learn that one, right? Barrage. But I know we looked it up once. I just want to double check the damage. There's too many in the list now. They're all just blending together. There you go. So 40 power isn't that great, but it's that cool dynamic type, so it uses whatever typing is your best, and it does hit twice. So basically 80 power, which is one of the best moves our Benedict gets, and it will be special for him, because his special attack is higher than his attack stat. So enemies with high defense are still totally killed. But against enemies with high special, it's not quite as good. You could have someone with higher physical stats, and you could have a physical barrage, which is a pretty neat idea. I'm quite impressed they got that to work in a Game Boy. I mean, for all I know, it was super easy, but... Oh, these stupid Poliwags. I feel like the AI is just too good. It just knows that the roll is going to put you to sleep, so it uses it. Stalls, because you can't do anything while you're asleep. The turn you unsleep, you don't get to attack. So it just waits, and then as soon as you wake up, it just puts you to sleep again with rigged RNG. On the plus side, we are almost leveled up, or evolved up our starter here. Hey there, gamer lover. Almost read that totally differently. In this one, Scyther is bug flying. So actually, we're doing okay here. Well, I forgot about that part, but... Static Snag almost killed it. Yeah, we're gonna switch out, because it'll kill us. Bird will handle it. Yeah. Not really a trouble. Alright, we're blasting through fairly quick. Do a quick heal, just so I don't have to go back to town, throw money at my problems, and keep moving on. We're almost... Actually, this is the end, right? Yeah, because we can't get past him. Okay, cool. So that's all we needed to do. We didn't need to do it, but I wanted to clear this out while we were kind of the right level. You can come back later when you're, level 50 and it's pointless, but... and we did double check for new items and stuff, so that route is now finished for now. Fine. So, again, we could go back to the Pokemon Tower, Ghost Tower, whatever it's called. But for now, we're going to head towards the next town. There are some new Pokemon to catch, so that's fun. Although, we're doing great. 80 is actually the what is it called? The breakpoint. There's a new item that's added in. It's really good, but you need to have 80 in your Pokedex, so that's why we've been working at it. How many years have I I played the game when it came out originally, and then I stopped for 30 years. No, I mostly only know Gen 1. A little. Well, I've said it before. Gen 1 to 3, a little. After that, very much, not much. And, I'm I'm not a professional Pokemon player. I mean, I just know some stuff. I know so much stuff I completely forget to wake up my my cool little executor here. But we're playing a Romhack, so normal knowledge doesn't matter too much. Could you please just wake up quick for me? Thank you. Right, it's not actually fairy or anything. I don't really know the fairy type stuff, but that's actually a bad match. And I need to get a TM for something that's fighting because I messed up this guy. But we'll try the guillotine that I don't want. 1 in 3, perfect. My favorite city or route? Oh, geesh, I don't know. I mean, blue is good with Cerulean, I guess. But, I think when I was a kid, it would have been Cinnabar Island, right? Because fire was cool. I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly, this is supposed to be our counter to normal, and I've messed it up. Let's just use the truck. It's also a pretty good counter to normal. Low kick's fine. I'm gonna ban any Pokemon that doesn't have 100 speed pretty soon. The AI is just smart enough to be really frustrating. And we're really not even doing very much damage. This is actually 3-shotting. Like, that's pretty brutal. Didn't we establish that Rytruck had really crazy good stats? Oh, there we go. We were just waiting for this. It's definitely a few levels early, though. That's for sure. Alright, let's check with our cool new Pokedex. Our most recent evolved friend, Mr. Rhydon. So normally, Mr. Rhinoceros Truck, a total of 315 stats, which is really good for early game because, well, you normally can't get him early game. But as his Rhydon form, 440, and we've established that that's pretty high for Gen 1 non-legendaries. And boy, is it all put in attack, you know. HP, attack, defense, great. He's just slow. I don't know if I'm going to stick with him too long. He's just one of those guys I've never really used, and I wanted to give him a shot. He seems okay. And now that we've got him evolved, we can kind of give him a better chance, you know. Stats get powered up. Right, so this is the kind of thing where now stuff like Barrage should be good. Yeah. I mean, that was a crit, sure, but that's one of our psychic counters. It's not my best psychic counter, but it does work. Oh, I guess Ninetales. So one of the changes is Ninetales is Fire Ghost. So we actually can Ghost to Ghost. Which isn't even really a good combo, because he can also kill us, and he's faster, and he's probably got fire. You know, it's not really a good combo at all, but I mostly just wanted to test out the Ghost, attacking Ghost worked, because, who knows? Alright, well, let's give Benedict a break. Rytruck evolved, Benedict evolved, doesn't evolve. Did evolve? Yes. Everybody, nope, this guy. Right. Let's try to get our last party Pokemon to final tier. This isn't a great combo. I'll show this off again, though. Flash is kind of neat. Does it have Never Miss? I know it had a couple cool features. It still can miss. It has like 100 accuracy. It just, you know, can miss. Not too many moves get Never Miss. Well, we love evasion stacking enemies, right? It's everyone's favorite. I don't really have any counter to like 5 tiers of evade. I mean, ground theoretically, but Dig's not even the, you know, it's just wasting a lot of, yeah, giving him even more time to. All right, luckily Dig, maybe Dig can't miss. I'm not sure the rules on that one. Mr. Mime, he is changed as well to Psychic plus Ghost. This might be good time for Bug, actually. It's decent. Not, I mean, it's physical, so I guess Mr. Mime has okay physical defense. More than, like, Kadabra. Back around to Muck. This fight's turning out to be a lot harder than I was expecting. Just stalled out by Evade more than anything, so. Okay. Let's... Well, okay. I'm not trying to hardcore one round everything or one shot it, so. Rather than using 5 potions, we'll just teleport back. I guess you can skip most of these, you know, except one, but I'll also probably just fight them all, because I do like generally getting the XP and the gold. If we were trying to do a speed run, we would be doing something different. So Farfetch'd, I think, is normal flying in this one. I think. Let's just throw some rocks at it. We'll find out. Definitely. Okay, so there's a grass section there. There's another hidden new thing here. I want to show this off before I forget. So this is not vanilla at all. I definitely did it wrong. We need to fall all the way down. Hey kid, there's gold in these hills. Or, even better, diamonds. Want me to help get some? I like the cut of your jib. Zubat, getting a bit ridiculous. I gotta wear earplugs to drown out their cries. I want to spend my time digging, not swatting Zubats. I want exactly 10 repels. Well, unfortunately, we bought super repels. So we'll have to come back. But hey, there's a little side quest. It's kind of neat. This guy really wants to fight us. Bad matchup. For you. Alright, 32 is great. Graveler is, actually outspeeds us while we're paralyzed? Man. Why did I pick this starter again? I don't know. We're probably dead. It doesn't have anything... It shouldn't have anything super effective, but... yeah, no, we'll go stab. Razor Leaf's just not that great. Of course it has confusion. Alright. It's grass fighting, so Psychic should be the trick. No, sorry, brain fart. Not grass Psychic. Grass fighting. Water fighting. But shouldn't... Why isn't that effective? Okay, let me check out Poliwhirl in the Pokédex. I thought I read that in here. Let me double check. Oh, that's not the final stage, right? It's a 3-parter. Yeah. I'm not something I normally use, right? It's Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I think the third one will be fighting, and then the Psychic would have worked. Okay. I thought I remembered. But we did get our evolution, even though I wasn't paying attention. Good old Gen 1 menus, my favorite. So... Oops. Yeah, there you go. Much bigger. The flower's ready. I don't know what level we'll get Solar Beam, but that's the one we want. Even though we're probably not taking this guy to the end of the game, but... The addition of the Static Snag electric attack is pretty good. Cut for Bug is, like, okay. And Flash is my surprise electric, which is... I guess kind of replaces Static Snag. But he doesn't learn very many useful moves anyway, so... It's kind of fun to just test stuff out on him. Voltorbs. We don't really have a counter to that. How did he know not to use an electric attack? Sometimes I'm pretty sure the AI cheats. and they know what you're turning into. At least we don't have to deal with levitate, so ground can sweep this stuff. And then a side deck arrives, which we want to just... Right, he's actually not psychic. I always think he is, but he isn't. Spike cannon? What is a spike cannon? Oh, I mean, I'll take it. I'll replace guillotine because guillotine sucks. I still need a fighting move, but I somehow doubt that will be a fighting cannon. But we definitely need to try that out. That sounds awesome. Rock attack. So 2 rocks accidentally, but slow it down. Rock attack. It's not actually steel, so easy peasy, right? Alright, it's another multi-phase. Sure. 2. We'll check if it's a 2 to 5 or just always 2. And what the base power is, I suppose. Sorry, weird name. Spike cannon. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's near the end because it sounds new. It was an idea. Okay, there it is, there it is. Closer to the end. 42 power. That's good then, even at 2. Okay, so it doesn't go up to 5, but 50-50, 2 or 3, so that puts it at 84 power minimum, 126, so it averages a little over 100, but, you know, pretty high variance. 100 accuracy rock? I mean, that's certainly stronger than the other one he's got, right? Bind is actually rock, but I always forget because it's weird. Now, bind is the kind of cheaty move that steals your enemy's turns, which, especially if you outspeed your foe, is incredibly broken. But because you can just, I mean, you have a 15% chance to miss, but other than that, they never get a turn. So this one would technically do 50 to 75 damage. Clearly, even the minimum on the spike cannon is better. But this is the trolley one. But the thing is, the real utility for something like Bind is not on a slow Pokemon like... well, I guess, wait. Average. Pincers are definitely not fast, but they're average, I think. So he's fast enough to outspeed some stuff, just not fast Pokemon. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I should really be looking not as his leveled stats, but his growth here. Yeah, I mean, 85 speed is actually not bad, but certainly not high. You got to be over 100 to be pretty high, right? So, anyway, there are probably better Pokemon for stuff like the strategy I was talking about. Okay, so we still can't go through guards. We got to go underground and around, but that'll be the last time they'd lock us. But we should finish this route out. Oh, wow, what a good rhyme. So we've got a few more trainers there, and then some catches. Okay, not too much left to do. Oh, I could go buy 10 repels, too. No, this is a bad idea. I like how, like, every move we have is just terrible against this one thing. There, we tried one of each. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever been just stubborn? You're like, that's it, I'm killing with this guy. You can't stop me. We did that on purpose because Multibird destroys it, right? Yeah. Totally on purpose. Something about grass types up front. Like, I know they have a few good matchups, but it just seems like most of the random encounters... I guess you could probably do a little bit of like an analysis on it, but like most encounters are... like, you know, there's certain themes for different trainer groups. So stuff like, for whatever reason, I'm like, I don't know the details, but it seems like so far, this guy as our front runner, ground flying, with flying, ground, fighting, and sometimes rock, seems to just almost every random trainer, not necessarily every gym, but random encounters, it almost always has something that sweeps. Whereas when we start with the grass guys, it's like, no, it never works. You got to switch out. Just the average types of encounters, you know. I don't know. It's too complicated for me to figure out right now. There's too many different combos. But see how I immediately switch into the bird again, even just... I guess... I do have a psychic move now for poison. There was a long time where I didn't have any psychic abilities, even though I brought the Executor. He didn't get a Psybeam for a long time. Oh, I forgot what I was... I think it's... Yeah, that's the one. It's not the move I wanted to use, but it's strong enough. Yeah, Spike Cannon will work pretty good on Vulpix, the thing that has no HP or defense. Right, I keep forgetting I dropped my fighting attack. Really annoying. Good night, Pikachu. Yeah, so it feels like having Ivysaur, or whatever it's called now. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Biggersaur, whatever. That's how much I know of Pokemon. I've been streaming for too long. Maybe this is the last episode for the night. It's not a good opener, I feel. So let's try Arceal for a while. The best opener. It's gonna drive me crazy. Venusaur. I'm your fire, your desire, my desire, whatever, the song. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. I don't know why that, like, yes, the first one's a bulb, like a plant. The second one's Ivy, like a plant. Venus is a planet. I don't know what they're going for. Hey there, Sion, I don't know. Scion? Psyok? Pronunciation's hard. Anyway, we got ourselves a technically new Pokemon. We could try to catch this. Or we could go through it the slow way and evolve one, but we'll see. If we can leave it at low HP, I'll throw a couple balls. I would expect it has a relatively high difficulty. This just adds Pokedex entries without having to train them up, but I usually prefer training the ones I already have up, especially given how box management sucks. Plus, like, we're just getting rid of our Pokeballs. We already bought Great Balls. I'm just getting rid of them. It's nice to see the catch rate here. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm already basically promising not to use these pure psychic types. It's a little bit too standard. So, we're just going to call them, well, that's a spooky icon there. I've been trying to come up with cool nicknames, but it's hard tonight. Hypno, because normally you wouldn't have to name him. He would inherit the nickname as his, well, he started as Mr. Crime or whatever. We had the, not Mr. Crime, Night Stalker was the first one. And then we renamed another one. You know what? Because he's like a repeat, I'm not even going to bother. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to keep track of all those. You enjoyed Might and Magic? Right on, right on. Definitely had some good times with those. Alright, Slappy needs to wake up. Blue needs to wake up. And we got to check for new Pokemons. I actually don't know if there's much new here. Well, there's new one. So usually this is trade only, right? That's neat. Kill it with water, I guess. Mr. Mime really creeps me out. Evolved Kadabras. Maybe Body Slam it? Yeah. So we should try to catch this guy. Now, he's got, like, some physical defense, so maybe... Oh, right! Right. He is now a ghost because of my magic, so normal doesn't work. Fair point. Let's try to do static. He might live one. Nice. Okay, let's keep using them awesome balls. He's... I have no idea what the catch rate is, because you'd never find one randomly, right? They're always trade only. So we got him in 2, anyway. Mr. Mime, if interrupted while it is miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands. I mean, I can only think of one appropriate name for this ridiculously creepy Pokemon that really just looks like a clown. We're going to rename it to the genius name. Because I actually said this out loud a minute ago. To Mr. Crime. Because there's probably a warrant out for his arrest. It's just a guy hiding in the grass that's in trouble for slapping people. Or whatever other dubious crimes. So, alright, this seems to be Psychic Town. There's not... I think that's all the Psychic Pokemon, though. We've caught a Drowsy or 2. We've got a Hypno now. We've got an Abra and a Kadabra. We've got a Mr. Mime. Other than their final evolutions, there's not much else. So if I understand the theme here, we might be done already. I doubt they'll throw an Alakazam in it. I mean, it's possible, but... I didn't expect a Mr. Mime either. Yeah, alright. I think that's enough encounters to pretty much prove that. Alright. Neat, sweet switch. I mean, we're not in the early game anymore, so at this point, like, it might have been a little bit overpowered to start with a Doug Duo in the early game and catch an early Pinsir and an early Execute and Rhydon. Like, some of that stuff, getting those before the second gym may be a little bit too strong. But at this point in the game, we're clearly into the mid-game now, getting to our 4th gym. I think at this point, really, the rest of, other than legendaries, I think pretty much everything else should open up. If I was a designer, right? Because then, now you finally can build your team however you like. And there's no, anything that you join after like 7 or 8 gyms, I mean, pretty hard to find space in your group at that point. Oh, good. Slappy. No problem. Might have a problem with Raichu, though. Yeah. Now, I did claim that Multibird basically stomped on any Raichu we ever found, so... Even though I haven't upgraded Dustclaw... Sorry, I'm immune to Earth for ground attacks. I'm also immune to electric attacks, so good night. Yeah, it's a... Ground flying is my favorite switch so far. Probably not a very fair, balanced switch, but I'm enjoying it. Marowak is the one that is now Ghost Ground. Ghost doesn't change much, but it is important if you're trying to use normal attacks. Can you whip it? I almost feel bad for losing Vine Whip, even though its Magical Leaf is a little better, maybe. Hey dude, what's up? Let's fight. Random kid. Thinks he's cool. Well, we did learn that Body Slam works pretty good on those. Oh, clever! That's a good disable. Alright, well, stab it up. Good job, Slappy. You deserve level 35. Oh, I didn't know we were going to learn that at such a young level. Well, goodbye, Aurora Beam. Enjoy one of the strongest abilities. I mean, technically, Generation 1 Blizzard is usable for sure. Ice Beam is, you know, de facto amazing move, but I think it... Is it always 10? I thought it used to be 15 PP. Maybe they nerfed it a tiny bit. Or maybe I'm just thinking after the PP ups you can get it to 15. But I thought Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam all had 15 to start. It doesn't matter. We could check for items down here. I don't remember anymore. No. Heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared. Yeah. Alright, one little section and then we get to Cerulean. Some more grass for some new Pokemons. And that's it. No more trainers, but we'll fight these guys before I forget. Mr. Dragon. Well. Unfortunately, we learned the Dragon Slaying move. Poliwhirl, water. You know what's funny? This dugong. Oh, he almost got him. He sure counters a lot of types. Yeah, I mean, even something that counters him technically. Ice Beam's so good. Alright, well, we had some fun with that. That guy, he's already got his... No, I wouldn't call it ultimate move, but late game move. Late game for sure. The Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, they're definitely late game, you know, superpowers. Let's switch out to someone else who maybe will learn some cool moves. I would like my bird, who's already... Well, he's already a little bit higher level. We'll try the truck again. The Y truck. It is now normal ground, so fighting is not strong enough. Ooh, I don't think he can take a seal. No. Nope, nope, nope. I'm kind of surprised that Benedict outspeeded that guy, actually. Wasn't expecting that. We'll just let the bird handle this one. The bird is just so fast. Like, really nice combo. Very, I mean, a bit of a glass cannon, but the attack and speed together, super good. Okay, so we're going to check this area for new mons. At least to figure out what the theme is. Oddly enough, we already have one of those. There's actually really early game Vulpixes. So fire and poison. I suppose... I think that's vanilla. I think this is where you usually got Growlithe or Vulpix, right? Maybe not coughing, but... Although I'm surprised I haven't seen anything other than those two. So we'll look for new types until we get a level up, I think. Wait, did we... I know dig is terrible once you're confused, but how did we miss the first one? Huh. Wasn't paying attention. Interesting. I wonder if it's got some sort of move that can... now we haven't... This is the first... I think this is the first time you can wild capture a Grimer in this Romhack. But we were able to trade for one earlier, so we already did that. So it might be new if you're not doing the trades, but... So that gives us both the poison Pokemon and one of the fire dogs. And we got that level up. Alright, well, trying to get out. Interesting combos. And the back, I've never seen the back of a Rhydon. I just want to point out that's kind of weird. Alright, well, welcome to Big Old City. This one takes a little while. Well, the gym doesn't take very long, but the city itself takes a while to explore. Maybe we're getting close to the end of the episode here. Maybe what I'll do is just blast like the dungeon here, the Team Rocket headquarters or whatever. That one takes a fair while to burn through, but honestly, the gym we can probably do in 5 minutes, so I'll get that out of the way first. Who do we want to solo this gym? We don't actually have like a Charizard to do it, like usual. I think. Also, there's probably some secret items again. I think now that the game gives you the item finder, they're going to expect you to use it. This new? Gone digging on Route 8. Yeah, this looks new. Gold Nugget. This is probably the guy that we need to give him 10 repels I forgot about. Maybe that's where he lives. But yeah, I don't think that's probably a new house. Alright, let's clear this gym quick. If they do stick to only grass, which I doubt, we would just use one Pokemon. But yeah. We haven't let Multibird shine too much lately. Well, that's not a flower. That's a pretty high level Nidorina. Weeping Bell, that's the kind of stuff I'm expecting. I don't really remember the full set in vanilla, like the regular types in here. I do think they basically all only have grass types, though. So the fact that we're seeing some counters to grass types is probably smart, if I'm not crazy. Butterfree is still a bug, even though it's psychic now. Jinx? That's not typical. We can... I always forget the ice type weaknesses because I almost never use them. Let me just look over there for a second. Fire, obviously. Fighting, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fighting works, and rock. We could try out Tri-Attack and try to figure that one out. So we're the hunch right now is that the way it works is the game takes the 3 type combinations and it like averages them out, right? So if you're resistant to 2, weak to 1, you'll be resistant, and vice versa. So we're trying to kind of test it. It should be weak to fire, resistant to ice, so it should be neutral damage, I think, and then neutral to lightning. Yeah. So I think I might have figured it out. It's not that complicated, but it's just one of those things I was wondering about. Oh, another slight change. This one caught me off guard. I thought I'd kill it with a super effective fighting. It's ice psychic, not just ice. So it's actually resistant. It's normal to fighting. Well, that didn't work at all. My sweep failed. I don't really have a very good counters. I don't have any fire yet. That's the problem. I guess we just bug it to death, right? That'll probably cover it. Well, dang, that was my probably gonna sweep this whole place is already killed. Let's we're not, because we're in a gym, you know, we're gonna play it straight. We're not gonna run away and come back. So let's just pick a new sweep. It's not as good. I actually think Benedict could probably do it. It'll be a bit harder with going slow, but it's not a very good sweeper because of the slow speed. But maybe. Other grass aren't normally very quick either. But like most of these guys should be pretty weak to psychic. Oh, we get paralyzed instantly. Sure, regular old Eevee. Bet you they wish they had Leafeons in this edition, right? I'm not a fan of whatever it just did. I was looking at chat for a second and like it took half damage. Alright. Well, I didn't say healing after fights was banned. Only healing mid-fights while it's a little bit too easy. So we got a bunch of ladies here that kind of rude. Okay, well, Chansey could have used that one to Mega Drain, I guess. It has a lot of special defenses. This is actually a really bad matchup because it would just stall us out forever. Let's just go. Man, I really wish I had a fighting move on my bug. I think our physical's still strong enough here that it'll do what I want. We'll go for the stab at least. Yeah. Good. Gloom should be fine like this. Alright, that's okay. My sweep's not sweeping, and we're taking acid. Yeah, there's a lot of stronger poison attacks now, so a lot of these guys we kind of counter each other, one with psychic, one with poison. Not. Oh yeah, Ghost. Ghost is effective on psychic. All right. Yeah, honestly, the trainers here are putting up a better fight than I thought. I thought we'd just rush through and just burn the place down, but not quite that easy. It should be bug grass now. Okay, we can't take this fight either. Another one where you need a flamethrower. What's the play? We go... I mean, Ice Beam should ruin it, right? It wasn't really a... Oof. Because it probably has some grass moves, but... not the safest swap. Okay, we're still good. We could fight the trainer, but we'll try to get the full sweep here. Kill them all, get all the money. Oh yeah, healing. Oops. Blue, make sure you use a potion after this fight. Right, Tangela is actually only grass, not grass poison. It's so rare, you almost never see it. We're not a great fight up here either. This is where you want your birds. Oh no, it's actually, by losing its poison typing, it becomes quite weak to this. Yeah. It's also very unusual to have such a strong bug attack, so easy to forget. Definitely enjoying having to think about it a little bit though, that's good. We don't just use our level 60 Kadabra and solo the whole game. As one does. Alright, well I'm not reviving the dead one, so we're just gonna have to go with it. Let's see what she's got. Usually one of the biggest pushovers. The Victory Bell, like I was saying, is not actually Grass Poison. Victory Bell is now Grass Dragon. And that's a combo that I'm not super familiar with. Grass Dragon is really, really countered by Ice, so it would have been nice to open with Seal. Other than that, there's not much. Flying, yes. I guess Bug again. Bug's pretty uncommon and not really a typical Gen 1 move, but yeah. Bug, Flying, definitely Ice. Poison even. Okay, alright. I guess, like, Water Dragon was a really good combo. Grass Dragon, not quite so amazing. And I guess Psychic, right? No, I always mix that up. Grass is not weak to poison, just poison. Or, Grass is not weak to Psychic, only poison is. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's an interesting change. It definitely switches up the meta of all Grass Pokemons are Grass Poison. Can't just use Psychic to slaughter them all, right? So I'm trying to find... well, Slappy, if we get to turn, will destroy it, right? Quad Ice. That hurts. That... of course he gets a crit. It was not a very safe swap, but I trusted my Seal, right? Okay, he's paralyzed. Let's switch... this is the other one that's pure grass. I don't have any poison attacks set up. I don't think. But the bug attack will deal with it. Honestly, tankier than I expected. Alright, that's not cool. Don't you start 2-level upping your special stat. Oh, man. We got this paralyzed. Alright, this is not great. Alright, I believe we're gonna... yeah, see, I knew I had another bug attack somewhere. Oh, come on, seriously? Maybe Tangelas have a lot more physical defense than I thought. It's not a Pokemon I'm super familiar with. Alright, she's down to her ace, so to speak. Back to Benedict for Psybeam. This one's still grass poison, so we're still good. Okay, we're not playing this game. Are you kidding me? I love sleep. Alright, well, Benedict cannot fight Glooms at all. Because it's just always gonna hit, it's always gonna put you to sleep. By the time you recover, it's gonna get a free attack every round. And you're never gonna get a turn. I guess... Doesn't even really work. It's just neutral. We can't lose to Erika, guys. I might be done without my flyer. It's like I have nothing that works on this. No. It did flinch though. I mean, maybe it'd be better to go for Static Snag with the 30% paralyze. The 10% flinch is just not reliable. And Cat's just a similar damage. We're just gonna start losing them. We just have to take attacks. Hope for a status effect or something. Like, if I could get it slowed, then Executor would be okay. But I can't hit it with paralyze, so... Oh yeah, there's no... Well, this is bad. Maybe it doesn't have any grass attacks, you know, it's possible. We got flying! Oh no! It actually happened. Okay, I have one last chance. I'm hoping that one Ice Beam for an unparalyzed seal will go before the Gloom. No. This is probably it. We're probably dead. Yeah, halfway. That's it. Even had Pedal Dance. Wow, that's our first death, actually. I think all this... I did not expect this to be the hard fight. And going in there, you know, I was trying to not revive everybody and power up, but dang. Well, let's see what happens if you go back in with the bird. It's not like a perfect counter because it's still ground, which makes it neutral to grass. But they shouldn't have a lot of super effective against it. But dang, I actually lost to Erika. Alright, let's try this again, but this time I'll use my overpowered bird. Dropek is pretty good. Let's just see if she gets a turn. Okay, can't one-shot a Tangela and does get paralyzed. Still too late. I'm gonna try without healing just to see if I can sweep. Wow, that thing... Do we just die again because we can't ever defeat it? It is higher level than us, technically. Yeah, I mean, I should have expected that. I forgot how Thrash. Pedal Dance, right? 3 turns. Should have, I mean, I don't really have much that counters grass. It is true. I have a bunch of grass types myself, and then super weak, super weak. I mean, technically, this guy should have been okay. What killed him last time? It just does... So that's half damage. That's resisted damage, and he still took 44. That's brutal. Alright, that thing was way stronger than I thought. Still, even on the retry where I was like, I'll just use the bird. It still definitely could have possibly swept this. That was, So what is the stats on these things? Are they actually really good now, or maybe they always were? Oh, we can't see the stats. We haven't caught these yet, or I haven't evolved them yet. It's still grass poison, but wow. Yeah, the Victory Bell I was kind of ready for, but turns out Grass Dragon's not as good as Grass Poison. Whew, alright, well that was not the best ending to that episode ever. Anyway, that is technically a win with 1 loss and a retry. Romhacks, you know, it's harder to plan for stuff when you don't know what moves they're going to get. We also, that was the first time I think we saw Petal Dance, so let's, before we end the episode, I want to take a quick look at any of the new moves. So, Roost, have we seen this? Yeah, you just heal half, no big deal. Just looking for new moves that might be different. Jump kick, that's pretty good. Oh, it's got that if you miss, take a bunch of damage. And of course, there's that 5% chance to miss and take a bunch of damage. Interesting. Zoom through here. Thrash. Alright, it's only normal type. See, okay, that was my mistake. No, there's definitely a Petal Dance. So there's both of them. If it was using Petal Dance, I was like, I can't switch into Grappler. If it was using Thrash, yes, because it's resisted by Rock, but I got them mixed up or we'll see here in a second. Good old Ice Beam, of course. There's Petal Dance. Oh, geesh, 120. That's been boosted for sure, right? There's no way that's vanilla. So that's probably what was catching me off guard. A stab 120 base power friggin'... Yeah, no wonder that wipes us. And 20 PP, can I learn that, please? Let me double check what the standard... the standard Petal Dance is in whatever gen you normally get it. Okay, it is 120, that's true. But in Gen 1, it's usually 70. I guess this is one of those things where they changed it eventually. In Gen 4, they upped it to 90 power, and in Gen 5, they upped it to 120. I was certainly not a part of those decisions, so I thought it was the standard old 70. Which is something that it was in Gen 1. I'm looking at it right now. It used to be 70, which is definitely why I didn't expect it to be so deadly. Interesting. I think... Other than that, it's probably still the same. It's just been updated to modern grass Petal Dance. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. If it is a high level... Well, I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm just curious. Venusaur usually gets it at level 32, so normally we would actually already have it. Right? Like in... But that's in Gen 4, right? It didn't exist the same... It wasn't the same ability. It's become the signature move of Venusaur. But Venusaur didn't learn it in the first 3 gens. Even though it would, technically, by modern rules, have it at level 33. Or at least in mid-gens. It's the only thing that learns it in Gen 1 is the Oddish to Vileplume line, so that's why it had it. But usually at a pretty high level. I guess it was higher than us, right? Like 38 or something, so I guess that is fair. It's legal, so to speak. But it had the stat boost from future gens, so... The gen it got the big boost was Gen 5... And then the Oddish line didn't learn it until level 53 because it was a much higher base power move. So it learned it at level 38, or like if you don't promote or if you don't evolve, Oddish would learn it at 33 or 38 Gloom or promoted level Vileplume. But it was much weaker. So the powered up one is usually balanced for higher levels. Anyway, that was my rant. Interesting story. That was the only move we needed to check, right? I got very much sidetracked there. Conversion. I don't even know what this does. It's going to be like the Porygon thing, I think. Just double checking for any new moves. I think we've learned most of them by now. Double check Amnesia's, yeah, +2 special. Pretty good. Gen 1 them specials, too strong, maybe. Smog, this is kind of a new one. I don't think we've seen this yet. It's kind of a new wheezing one, right? Yeah. Ghastly Weasel. Technically, Metronome is still here. Cool, great. Random attack. At least Self-Destruct doesn't actually kill you, so if you random Metronome to Self-Destruct, you just take some damage. So that's a plus. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do here. I feel like I've got a reasonable handle for the changes now. There's still new moves that surprise me, and changes to moves that work differently than I thought, but... Alright. Anyway, we are officially 4 badges deep, and instead of an easy gym, that turned out to be a little bit trickier, so maybe we need to do some reevaluating on our Pokemon team and strategy, but that'll have to wait till next time. So thanks for watching, future tubers. I'll see you next time for more silly Blue Plays random Pokemon Romhack. Have a great day.